All right, guys, we are on a very windy road, and over here you can see that the speed limit here is 30 miles. Let me set it up to 30, and I am now on cruise control, and I am going to turn on to autopilot in a minute. Like I told you, I think I told you in another video. I think I actually did. I told you in another video that this car is working on both on sensors and cameras, and also on GPS. So it's not that I'm going to go to an area where the GPS is not going to work because there's no reception whatsoever, and so it will rely on sensors. I'm going to put it on cruise control again because I had to make a turn. So, and then we're going to go into a stop sign soon, and then we're going to go in this windy road, and I'm going to turn the car onto autopilot, and to show you how it works. Now, I've been testing autopilot all day long today, and I can tell you that you have to be alert. There is no other way around it. You got to be alert. Merging, and when the road gets wider, you really have the car. This is not 100%. I can tell you, owning this car for a few days, that I much prefer the cruise control, because I am in control of the car. So now it's going to go into a stop sign, so I have to take over, which I just did, and I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to make a turn, and I will turn it to autopilot for a couple miles, not too much, and see how it functions in a road that is very windy, obviously, and it also goes it has like turns, and it has like merges. So I know this road very well. I drive on it all the time. So here we go. We're gonna make a right here, and then I am going to turn on the cruise and then the autopilot. So here we go. Cruise. One tap is for cruise. You see, now there is no GPS, meaning the car does not know what's the speed limit here. It doesn't know what speed limit. There is no cell reception here whatsoever. So it only relies on the sensors. So right now I am going to turn to autopilot, and here I turn to autopilot. It did lock the speed limit to 30, but I know it's 35. I'm going to leave it on 33. There's a lot of whiny. I have to hold the wheel. If I don't, it will. You see, it really confused. It really yes, I had to take over. It really confused. So I'm going to try that again. Here's cruise control, and then here's autopilot, because once there are no lines, or lines that are not so clear, it will start going confused. It will go confused. So here we go. So now there are lines on both sides. Here's a car coming in front of me. So I'm gonna keep it on 30 miles an hour, because this is here at 31, whatever. So I'm going to be very watchful. Okay, there's a car in front of me. It does make you feel a little uncomfortable until you get used to it. So this is really meant for highways. There's a car in front of me which is sticking up. So here I had to take over. It was going to almost hit it. So I'm back on cruise control. So like I'm telling you, you must be in charge all the time. So that's why autopilot is much more suitable for highways and not for local roads. So it's back on cruise control. I'm going to give it one more try for the autopilot, and let's start right now. Okay, here's autopilot one more time on 31 miles an hour. It did pick up a signal, so it shows you now. Look at here. See, oh my God, the car was going to smash to the side because there was no line. The car gets really confused. So only when you have consistent two lines here, cruise control again, when the car has two lines, it will actually recognize it. If it doesn't, it does go a little bananas, so to speak. All right, one last chance for cruise control. Here we go. All right, here we go. And I mean for autopilot. That's what I meant to say. So on 30 miles an hour, 32 miles an hour, now there are lines all the way to the end of the street. I know this street, but they are not so clear like now. But it did pick it up. It did pick it up. There's a car coming. I'm so afraid. No, it did do okay. No lines. Now lines again. The lines here are very, very almost non-existent. The road is not that great. So you go slow. There's a car in front of me. So you really, like I said, you really have to be mindful. I drove it on the highway today, and it did okay. So I would highly recommend cruise control, because you are in control. The car will maintain the speed. Okay, now we're going to the biggest test. The biggest test. This is a big curve. Hopefully we don't hit anything. And it did it. Oh my God, it did it. It actually did it. There are like barely any lines here. Trees and trees and trees. Okay, I'm gonna take over the whole thing. All right, guys. So use cruise control as much as you can. It's better for now. It's better. Thank you, guys.